I'm going to teach you how to have people bragging on your food. I have some secrets that I'm going to share with you. If you're wanting a Southern traditional Thanksgiving sides, I'm going to teach you 3 of them. Me and my mama and my sister, we're in there cooking for 30, 40 people. We're going to do 3 things. We're going to do our green beans, we're going to do our candied yams, and we're going to do our rolls. Now we have our big can. I'm using the Libby big can of Italian cut green beans. I'm going to put them right here in my pot, and it's going to fill this great big pot up. This can was like $6.99 at the little grocery store in town, and you might even get them cheaper at Sam's or Costco. But you can feed a whole crowd. Say you're in charge of the green beans, even if you make the green bean casserole. And we leave the juices and all. We do not drain it. And we're going to take and we're going to cut this up and put it right in our green beans. It's going to give it so much flavor. You're going to be so surprised. Kind of stick it right down in there. Season it with some salt. Salt and pepper are a cook's best friend. And so then what I'm going to put in, I know this is going to sound crazy, but a little bit of olive oil. Even though we got that ham hock in there, we're just putting in a little bit of olive oil. Then we're going to be adding a tablespoon of sugar. Yes, you heard it right. Sugar. Now we are going to add in about 2 cups of chicken broth. You can use homemade. You can use the store-bought. It's not going to really, it's going to matter a little, but you know what? Everything else will be so good. And that will fill that pot almost up. We are going to take 1 sliced onion. We're just going to kind of do it in 4s. Just like this, just throw it right in. This is going to give it that homemade taste. An onion is another Southern cook's secret. Onions and sugar, salt and pepper are the best seasonings you can actually use with anything. I do need to put some pepper. There's my onions, green beans, part of the ham hock. This is real comfort food, and it's going to be so good no one's ever going to know it come out of a can. When people say don't eat too much, I don't say that because I'm ready to eat. That's what I'm doing all this cooking for, because I want to eat. I'm going to eat the turkey and the dressing, and I'm going to slather it in gravy. And I'm going to put tons of cranberry sauce on it. And I'm going to eat the pie and the cake. Now that we got our green beans ready to go, now I am going to do my candied yams. The hardest part on that, y'all, is opening the can. It about drove me crazy to open that can. But I got it open. That was the hardest part. I'm going to show you how to doctor up these candied yams. People think you baked them. We're going to take about 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. We're going to go 1 cup of brown sugar. Okay, we are going to be taking a stick of butter, and I am going to, it doesn't have to be softened. You can just take it, and because we're going to pop this in the oven in the morning. This is so easy. This is just so simple, and y'all, it's so good. This is how Southern people cook. And you go in the description box and get these recipes, and you make them. You still have time, y'all. I'm just going to kind of chop it, or kind of like dice it up all over. Pure maple syrup, if you have that, use that. If you don't, use your pancake syrup. I'm telling you, it will be so good, y'all. Pancake syrup, I kind of think, I'm going to see if, normally I would put pancake syrup on it, but because I have this and it's so good, I'm going to pour it all over the. Y'all, that's my candied yam recipe. I ain't even going to stir it up. My family, I've been fooling them for years. They all think that I roast them potatoes. They just don't know. So I've got my green beans and my candied yams. Just open in a can. Now we're gonna make our rolls. Southern people, you know, they're known for cooking everything from scratch, and that's true, like biscuits and all this. But I'm telling you, there's secrets, y'all. There are Southern secrets that just are mind-blowing that people do that make their food taste so good. I had to teach myself how to cook. My mama didn't teach me. She taught my sister how to cook and taught me how to clean. And my sister is an amazing cook. Y'all, she can make fried chicken. I'm just saying, she can make some fried chicken. Yeah. Nobody ever know. No one's gonna know. And I look like I slaved all day. And then I'm gonna help my mama, because she does. She slaves, she makes them collards, and she cut that corn off this summer. And she did all that stuff, and we're gonna go, and she shelled every butter bean we're gonna be eating. Show you my daddy's auction house. It was my granddaddy's little country store many years ago. And it's just the most warmest, wonderful place. It's my daddy's shop, his office. It's where we have all our family get-togethers and birthday parties. People, tourists stop just to get pictures of it. And my mom has a great big kitchen in there. Everybody gets so excited because we get to go down there and spend the day tomorrow at the auction house. I'm excited. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. This is just a bag of Hawaiian rolls. And you can get them at Sam's. I just didn't have time to go to Sam's. Sam's is an hour away. I don't have time to go. So I just went ahead and got these rolls, and they're fresh and they're soft. Oh, they're going to be so good. Now I learned this from a lady that I went to church with. Great big cookie sheet. Taking some softened butter. And I'm just going to kind of like put it on there. Kind of like that. It doesn't have to be pretty. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's soft, and just take you a couple tablespoons. We want this buttery and good. And you can make these, like if you got company coming over, you can just make these. I wouldn't advise making them every night, because you will need to go on a diet every day, not just the first of every month, but you'd have to stay on one. These are so good. Make sure that there's no places that aren't buttery. It's all buttered. Take our rolls. I just open them up like that. If you want to save the plastic, you can. Just set them down right there, and we're going to break them apart. We're going to put this in a little container, and we're going to take a knife or a spoon or whatever and kind of slather it all over. I'm just going to take a little butter knife, because this is softened, and we're going to spread it on each roll. I have these buttered up. Now I'm going to show you the secret to these rolls, but you want to use that whole stick. Partial to probably about 2 tablespoons to coat the bottom of the pan, and then the rest of it, the 6 for the 36. There's 36 rolls here. I use 3 packs. Also having cornbread. Also, I'm hoping my mom will be able to show us her cornbread recipe if she's feeling like it. I'm hoping she'll show it to us. But anyway, if I can talk her into being on camera, because she's so pretty. My mama is so pretty, y'all. Everybody thinks I'm her mama and she's my daughter. Or my sister. I'm just telling you, it's been going on since I was 18 years old, because my mama's so pretty. I've got some raw honey here. I'll take this honey and this molasses, and I'm going to put them together. And I'm going to put them on these rolls. And so, but you want more honey than you do molasses. You just want maybe a tablespoon of molasses and the rest to be honey. And you're going to take a little brush, and you're going to slather those rolls with honey and molasses. I shouldn't be telling y'all this secret, because I'm just telling you, I'm letting the cat out of the bag. We don't just eat food, we doctor it. But our food's good. People travel just to eat our food. So I'm going to take this measuring cup that the butter was in. About 2/3 cup of honey. We're gonna take a tablespoon of grandma's molasses. I heard something. There ain't nobody in this house but me. I even let my little dog out. That's a big tablespoon. That's a grandma helping tablespoon. Just let it go right in there. That's all you need. Don't put no more than that. Just kind of stir it around. Good. I live in a little town, and there are some of the best cooks. These people in this town can cook. Young, old, middle-aged. They'll be throwing down. Tomorrow there are going to be a lot of pants unbuttoned after they eat, watching the Cowboys. Yeah. We're just going to take this and take a little brush, and we're not going to heat it up. We'll do that tomorrow, and then you can save some of this, and then tomorrow you can heat this in the microwave, and when they come out of the oven, you can kind of give them an extra little gloss. See how much you use, y'all? And then I'm going to take the rest of this. I'm just going to put it in a little container. And tomorrow I'm going to put it on them hot rolls when they come out of the oven. Give them an extra little glaze. Okay, that's our buttered Hawaiian rolls. You have 3 budget-saving, time-saving ideas that you bring this dish to any potluck, any get-together. It doesn't matter when. You can make this. And people will be like, well, let's ask her to bring the rolls. Let's ask her to bring the green beans. Let's ask her to bring the candied yams. Because it's going to be good, y'all. Okay, I wanted to remind everybody, I forgot to tell you that you just put these in the oven at 300 degrees for about 20-25 minutes, but they will be covered in the morning because I don't want them to I don't want them brown on top. And 350 for maybe 15 minutes. So you don't want them to get overly brown, but we want them warm and gooey. Cook your beans till the onions fall completely apart. That's what I do. When my onions start falling apart and breaking up, I know my beans are they're already done. And then the candied yams will be at 350. I try to keep everything at 350. Dog wants to go out. I try to keep everything at 350 because that's what my oven is going to be on, and they will stay in the oven at 350 for about an hour, and then you take the foil off the top and cook them for maybe 15 minutes, and they get a little caramelized and brown. And so I forgot to mention that. I'm so excited about Thanksgiving tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for watching. You are so precious. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful Thanksgiving.